How's it going, y'all? Last time we left off around Gold 1, Division 2 for our Road to Plat series. This time we have gone up to Gold 2, Division 2. We went on a pretty good run. I didn't record it. Wasn't that big a deal. We're going to try and hit Gold 3 in this video. So let's get into a game. So here we get into our first game. Where we get demoed and then it results in a goal. I think we're going to do majority of this video as a voiceover because I try to cut out a lot of the boring parts and more of just goals, saves, and whiffs. My teammate makes a good save right here, and then we were down by 1 still. Teammate tries to pass center and it doesn't work out too well. Right here I wanted to show my great backflip like a G, which then results in them taking possession, bringing it down the field, me being in an awkward spot, and them scoring on us, you know. Because that's what a Plat player would do. This next kickoff here, we're down by 2. We end up taking it up the wall here, passing it center. My teammate actually reads the pass, and it ends up in a goal. This is the next play here. We end up in the corner. We're still down by 1. They double commit right there, and I pop it over 1, and the other one is in La La Land. Here we come back towards goal to defend, and we get a nice clear. And then me and my teammate really weren't on the same page here because I have a nice position on the ball, and he decides to drive right into it. So that was pretty sweet. I like to call this clip the wall of whiffs. I whiff once. Don't even go for the ball here. Lose the 50. Then it goes around me and I whiff again, which results in a goal. 16 seconds left here. Can we bring it back? We actually do. They cheated up too hard. It results in a goal. This last play here, I'd like to look at our amazing kickoff that we just completely lose. Luckily, teammate is right there. It gets up into the corner here. I think the other team clears it out a little bit. Teammate goes in for the ball, it bounces off backboard, and then I actually hit an aerial for the first time. Kind of crazy. So here's the second game here. We're about 15 seconds into it, and I've already gotten back shots, but they were too busy on that because it ended up in us getting a goal. This clip, I just kind of want to highlight the save that I get right here. I actually hit the ball in the air. I know, shocker. This clip, we're up by 1 still. The other team has possession, and they eventually, after fighting each other over the ball, start bringing it down towards us, where since both of them overcommit, because they really like to double commit this game, sets me up perfectly, and I get a free goal while they are boogie dancing in our net. The next play here is right after that goal. They pop it up high, and you know, me thinking I'm the best in the world after that goal, decides to go up for it and whiff. Right here, my teammate gets demoed. They hit it to the side. He flops like a fish. I read that, spin around, hit the blicky on him, and then they felt that aura and they forfeited. Onto this game here, their teammate is AFK for the first 3 seconds. Shocker. Anyways, I end up giving away possession here. My teammate luckily is behind me. He goes up the sidewall and gives me the most beautiful pass known to man. Here they whiff. My teammate takes possession of the ball, and then he decides to hit it with his purse, which somehow works out. Right here, I get my ankles broken. They're still recovering to this day, and the other team scores on us. Right after we get scored on, we're right back on defense, so you know you'll find me in the net to do an amazing save just like that. After we get the save, my teammate takes possession back of the ball. I'm not really sure if we're on offense or defense yet, but right here, my teammate hits it with his purse again, and it somehow goes in the net, but when I do it, that could never happen. I then decide to give my teammate back shots as a way of saying thank you for that last goal. They get possession of the ball because I was busy doing that. I decide to challenge at the worst time possible. Luckily, the clip cuts out right before they score. That could have been bad. Here, I actually hit my peak shot. It's probably the most basic diamond shot ever, but but I hit a high aerial, and then I hit another aerial, and it ends up going in their net. So I was pretty happy with that shot. We're right back on defense here. My back is really starting to hurt here because my teammate does not like to defend, just likes to ball chase. It's all cool though because we're right back towards the net where we get another save. I don't know what I was thinking on this play, but I thought this was a really great idea to just stop the ball while my teammate committed with me and give them a free open net with 0 boost. Luckily my teammate saves it, and that secures us the W. I left this clip in because this is our 4th win. We did play a 4th game, but the other team decided to have a mutiny, and one of the teammates just decided to just own goal the whole game, so we took that. These last 2 games, I want to highlight one player on the opposing team because we played him back to back. This guy right here, Ray. I ended up looking him up because the skill gap between me and him was astronomically different. This guy ends up in one of these clips hitting a ground to air dribble, and then he's always going for different flicks and things like that. I ended up looking him up on Rocket League Tracker, and he ended up being peak Plat 3, and he somehow dropped all the way to gold 2. So I don't know what's going on with that guy. At the end of this clip, we somehow hit every boost pad that I needed to hit the ball, and then that guy whiffs. Another clip here of Ray absolutely just shitting on us. We go back towards the goal, we're on defense, there's a nice tall aerial, and I whiff. Here my teammate decides that the boost is evidently way more important than cheating, so we lose another goal to Ray. This was a great play by me, you know, backflipping about 2 feet from the ball instead of hitting the ball. I think about 90% of this game we spent on defense. The other team has possession again, and here goes Ray for another ground to air dribble, which I cut him off too soon for him to actually be able to score on us. I whiff right there because I'm so great, but I end up making up for it right here where I get a nice clear all the way back towards their net. This is the last play of the game here because I end up rage quitting after this one. I don't even decide to go for the ball, and I forfeit. On to our last game, we're playing Ray again, and this clip speaks for itself. This is how the game started. We do eventually get the goal back because Ray makes a mistouch and leaves his net completely open. We end up getting a decent kickoff here, but my teammate's back in La La Land, and Ray completely peeks on us again. But we're still battling here, so we win the next kickoff. Ray's flipping and flopping like a fish, and we get the goal back. So it works out. Ray's peeking right here, but luckily I am the wall of China, so it doesn't matter. And if you had any doubt that Ray was not a higher skilled player, I think this play right here that he's about to do, not this one, but the one that he recovers from and does, just kind of proves my point here. Now you may be asking, Flow State, are you still calm, cool, and collected? And I'll let these clips play out for you. Why is my team AFK'd? No. Ah! Teammate, beam it. Okay. Get in there. Ah, I have no boost. That's in. That's game. Yep. Alright, I think I'm going to end off episode 2 here. Thanks everybody for watching once again. If you guys want to comment what you see I'm doing wrong. We didn't make it to Gold 3, but we are Gold 2 Division 4. We ended up with 4 wins and 2 losses.